It's been a gigantic wake-up call for me as a white person to watch the way people are celebrating how people of European descent are becoming minorities in America and all of Europe. And before you do your BS, oh, well, what did y'all do to the natives 300 years ago? I wasn't alive 300 years ago, and neither were you. But yet you want revenge for something that never happened to you on people who never did it to you. I don't think I'm the problem here. And while not every non white person feels this way, it's certainly an alarming number that do. But what's wrong with being a minority? It is absolutely insane to me that people that have a homeland in another country where they are the majority would willingly move to a different country that had a different majority and then complain about being a minority after they made the choice to leave the country where they would have been a majority. So here's the problem. You think it's okay to have your homeland be for your people, yet you don't think I deserve those rights. So what is this, Jim Crow? But we're just going to treat you just like you treated us all these years. Now, I wonder when white people are minorities if maybe we'll cast a white person to play Rosa Parks, because it's only fair to make sure our minorities are represented, even if they're historically not a part of that story. When white people are the minority in America, are we going to get to live in a civilization someone else's ancestors built and take advantage of all their systems and deny that they built them? And we'll probably also get handed free money from the welfare system, even though we're not really having to put money into that. Oh, and do you think when white people are the minority, people are just going to welcome us with open arms and they'll actually make DEI policies to make sure the playing field is completely level? And I guess when we're minorities, at least we'll finally get to accuse everyone of racism if we don't like what they're saying and run their lives, right? Because that's what minority privilege will get when we're minorities, right? Oh, really? When we're a minority, we're going to receive access to unimaginably advanced medicine and technology. You'll notice you hear the phrase human rights thrown around a lot, but it's never in defense of white people, it's only ever used against them. So here's my question. If y'all all have the human rights to have a homogenous homeland, then why is every single European country being forced to be multicultural? Because I feel like we're not forcing, the Middle East to be multicultural. We're not forcing Africa to be multicultural. We're not forcing India, China, Japan. If I can't immigrate to these countries very easily, and most of those would reject me because they're ethnostates, they only take a certain ethnicity. If I can't move to your country and be given a free ride, then why do you feel entitled to come here and get it? To their own detriment, the white people of this country are so kind. Their kindness has been completely exploited by groups that do nothing but take, 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 and are never happy. Meanwhile, I don't know a single white person that has ever gone out of their way to be mean to someone because of their race. I've actually been pretty well taught not even to say the things I'm saying, which is just basic reality observance. And it's because deep down, all these people know the truth. They're not treated badly by us whatsoever, and that's why they move here in mass. And that's why, despite complaining about how awful we are, they don't go back to their homeland where they would be a majority. And despite the fact that it would be obviously wrong if you went and turned China to an Arab nation or if you turned an Arab nation to a Chinese nation, well, yeah, people don't want to have their homeland demographics completely switched because no population would tolerate that. I don't know, maybe my ancestors died for this land and fought for this land and built this land. So maybe I care a little bit more about it than you do because it's not your homeland and you have somewhere else to go back to. Maybe watching the grape rate quadruple in England is a little bit concerning to me. Yeah, it's super hard to predict what would happen to white people when they're in the minority, just looking at Haiti, South Africa, and every other place it's happened in the past. There's a reason nations were built to be homogenous with a shared culture and people because not everyone is compatible. Because the real question isn't why shouldn't we become minorities in countries our ancestors built, because the answers to that are tenfold, and you can just think about in your own country if you'd want that happen to you, and it's pretty easy to see where we're coming from. No, the real question is why are so many of you relishing in and excited to see this happen? Do you guys want to eliminate white people?